Janaka and Yagnyawalkia by Nolini Kanto Gupta. King Janak was a great king and a great sage. He wielded an empire without and equally an empire within. He had realized the truth, known Brahman. He was Swarat and Samrat. A friend and intimate of his was Rishi Yajnavalkya, who also was a sage. In fact, considered to be the greatest sage of the time, a supreme knower of Brahman. Once upon a time, King Janaka invited sages from everywhere, whoever wanted to come to the assembly. The king, from time to time, used to call such assemblies for spiritual discussion and interchange of experiences. This time, he summoned the assembly for a special reason. He had collected a herd of 1,000 cows, and nuggets of gold were tied to the horns of each. When all had gathered and taken their places, he announced that whoever considered himself the best knower of Brahman might come forward and take away the cows. None stirred. No one had the temerity to declare that he was the best knower and the most eligible for the prize. The king repeated his announcement. Then, all of a sudden, people saw Yagnyawalkia advancing, telling his disciples to take hold of the herd and drive it home. A hue and a cry arose. How is it? How dare he? One came forward and asked Yagnyawalkya, How is it, Yagnyawalkya? Do you consider yourself the most wise in the matter of Brahman? First prove your claim and then touch the cows. Yagnyawalkya, in great humility, bowed down and said to the assembly, I bow down to the great sages. I have come here solely with the intention of getting the cows. As for the knowledge of Brahman, I leave it to the knowers of Brahman. All the others in one voice said, That will not do, Yagnyawalkya. You cannot get away so easily. Come, sit down and prove your worth. Yagnyawalkya had no way to escape. So, one by one, the sages came up and put questions and enigmas to Yagnyawalkya. All he answered quietly and perfectly to their full satisfaction. Towards the end, a woman stood up, Gargi, a fair and famous name too. She said, Yagnyawalkya, I shall put 2 questions to you like 2 arrows directed at you, even as a king shoots his arrows at the enemies. If you can meet and parry them, yours the victory. Yagnyawalkya, let me hear then. Gargi, Yagnyawalkya, you once said that the earth is a warp and woof woven upon water. Upon what is woven the water? Yagnyawalkya, air. Upon what then is air woven? Sky. Upon what is woven the sky? The world of Gandharvas. Upon what the Gandharvas? Upon the sun. She continued her questioning, and thus she was led successively through higher and higher worlds, from the sun to the moon, then to the stars, then to the gods, and to the kings of gods, then to the creator of the gods and the peoples, and finally to the Brahmaloka. Gargi still continued and asked, "Upon what is Brahman woven?" To this, Yagnyawalkia cried halt and warned her, "Now, Gargi, your questioning goes too far, beyond the limits. If you question further, your head will fall off. You are questioning about the thing that does not bear questioning. Ma ati prakshihe, anati prashnya devata. The gods abide not our question." So Gargi had to desist, and Yagnyawalkya was accepted as the best of the sages, Brahmishta, and he could drive his cattle away home. The ultimate reality does not lie within the ken of the questioning mind. The Upanishad emphatically declares, Naisha tarkena matirapaneya. This consciousness cannot be reached by reasoning, nor by intelligence, nor by much learning. Indeed, the Self, the Divine, discloses his body to him alone, whom he chooses as his own.